Hey everybody, today is day 108 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 16.4 miles. I didn't leave Sierra City until, well, I didn't get on trail until about 10. I also hiked 1.5 miles out of the city to the trail. Of course it was uphill, but in addition to the 16.4 miles I did that. There was a ton of climbing yesterday, 4,600 feet of gain. 13 miles, I believe, of my hiking yesterday was all climbing. So it was a tough day yesterday for the legs. Today's going to be another tough day, a lot of climbing again today. But that's okay. We're just going to push on and see how far we get. Also, while I was in town, I was talking with other hikers, and throughout the trail I have been too, about nutrition and how much food everybody's carrying. As it turns out, I'm carrying twice as much food as everyone else. I'm eating it all, which means that my 4-day carry is actually everyone's 8-day carry. That's a lot of food. So I decided to tally up how many calories I'm packing for each day for this section. So I packed the same things for every day except for slight differences in dinner, like different flavors of Knorr or something like that. And then I packed a peanut butter and jelly tortilla for each day for the afternoon. Now, I don't know how many calories the tortilla is. I did not even, like the peanut butter and jelly part, I didn't even try and add the peanut butter and jelly into it because I used half a jar of peanut butter and a half a jar of jelly on 4 tortillas. So I used a ton of it. I have no idea how many calories it is. So just keep in mind that those have not been added to the total. And then also I used 2 packets of olive oil every night, and those did not have calories listed on them at all. So those are not added to the total either. And I don't really know how much olive oil is in each package. They're packages from China that don't really have any information on them. So besides those things, I am packing over 4,000 calories for each day and eating it. And have been since halfway through the Sierra. I do feel like my nutritional needs are starting to go down. My first day out of town, I'm actually only eating 1/2 of the dinner, which means I'm eating 1 dinner instead of 2. And I'm satisfied with that. And my hunger isn't as extreme as it was. So hopefully my nutrition needs will keep doing that. And then I can start carrying a little bit less food because, man, 8 days of food is heavy. And it only gets me 4 days. So, yeah, it'll be good when that starts going down. And hopefully that's what happens here shortly. I'm not really sure what's going on here. That is a cow behind the tree. You'll see it shortly. You can hear the cowbell. It seems like he's headed towards wherever that musical sound is coming from. Oh, he is. Look, there's another one. Someone's calling their cows with music. The weird things you see and hear in the PCT. Hey everyone, today is day 109 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 25.1 miles of the PCT and then 1.1 additional miles for water. I also did, it was 4,500 foot of elevation gain and 5,500 feet of elevation loss. So it was kind of a big day elevation wise as well. Today is another big elevation day and kind of a big mileage day. I'm getting pretty tired, but I'm trying to set myself up to get into town, and then I'll take a zero when I'm in Quincy most likely. So that's the story from the trail today. It's been warm. I'm trying to get to Quincy before Wednesday. I should get there tomorrow with no problems, but it's supposed to be about 100 degrees on Wednesday, and I'm hoping to take my zero that day, and then it's supposed to start cooling down after that. So hopefully I'll be able to just avoid being on trail and hiking at all during that. Otherwise, it's been in the mid to upper 80s every day. I've been in a lot of tree cover, so there's been plenty of shade, but it's still pretty warm. Hey everyone, today is day 110 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 23.4 miles with 5,500 foot of gain and 5,500 foot of loss. It was definitely a challenging day yesterday. I was already tired from doing a long day and with a lot of gain the day before. And then the loss and climb were not broken up yesterday. So 10 miles of dropping and 10 miles of climbing. I do much better when my climbing is broken up a little bit and I can have a little bit of a climb and then a drop and then a little more climb and a drop. That kind of helps me out a little bit. But yesterday was 10 straight miles of climbing and it was pretty steep, and it was definitely a tough day, but I got through it and I camped at the top of the mountain and had a beautiful sunrise this morning and a beautiful sunset last night and slept well last night. And then today I'll be heading into Quincy, assuming I can get a hitch out of Bucks Lake to get into town. I need to resupply some food. Hey everyone, today is still day 110 on the PCT. I have made it to the road where I can hitch into Quincy. The only problem is there's nobody here. I've been here for an hour and I've seen less than 10 cars heading towards Quincy. So it's going to be a while. It's a 15-mile road walk. The road has no shoulder. It's a windy mountain road. I haven't started walking because it just seems unsafe for me to be on the edge of a road with no shoulder that's windy where no one's going to be able to see that I'm there and they can pick me off. So right now I'm just sitting in the parking lot, sticking my thumb out anytime a car passes and hoping that eventually somebody will pick me up and take my stinky hiker self into town so that I can get a shower and a zero. My ankles and knees are hurting a bit. I need a little break. It's been 10 days, so that's the story right now. In true hiker trash form, I'm walking back to my hotel in Quincy, California with my grocery cart full of my double resupply for 2 different places. Yeah, hiker trash for sure. Hey everyone, today is day 111 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 7.8 miles to the road for Bucks Lake Resort, and then I got a hitch. It took about an hour and a half for someone to pick me up because there weren't very many people driving that road, but I got a hitch into Quincy and I took a zero today in Quincy. I'm having some aches and pains in the knees. Those are feeling a lot better after taking a little break. And some aches and pains in one of my ankles. That seems to be an overuse injury. So I got some KT tape and I refilled all of my anti-inflammatories and figured out some resupply options for the next section. And then I'll be heading back out to the trail tomorrow and we'll see what my ankle allows me to do. Hopefully I'm still able to do some big miles, but I'm gonna have to be a little careful and kind of baby it a little bit as well. So that's what's going on right now. As far as my struggles this last section, I've been enjoying the trail. It's been much less technical, and I've been able to ramp up my mileage pretty well. So I actually had a hard time finding struggles, which is a really good thing. But I'm gonna say my struggle this time would be the aches and pains in my knees and my ankle, and all the climbing. We've had a lot of climbing lately, but that's in the next few days, that's gonna back off, and then things will be pretty flat. As far as positives, it would be that I've been able to ramp up my mileage, and that I'm really kind of picking up the pace a little bit, and that's a good thing because I have about 2.5 months time-wise left, and I'm still not at the halfway point. I should reach that in the next few days, so that would be my positive.